When we talk about aging, one of the biggest fears for seniors and their families is not just the loss of physical strength, but the gradual fading of memory and mental sharpness. Dementia, with its heartbreaking impact on independence and daily life, is often seen as an unavoidable shadow that comes with age. But here's the hopeful truth. Research is increasingly showing that simple lifestyle choices can make a real difference in protecting the brain. And among these choices, one stands out for its centuries-old reputation as both a healer and a comfort: the humble cup of green tea. Imagine this. Instead of reaching for sugary drinks or plain water, seniors sip on a warm, soothing cup of green tea. It's calming, refreshing, and enjoyable. But beyond its taste, each cup is quietly delivering compounds that fight inflammation, protect brain cells, and even reduce the risk of dementia. That's why green tea is more than just a beverage. It's what we might call a dementia shield. It's a natural defense system that supports the mind as it ages, giving seniors hope and families peace of mind. Why does this topic matter so much? Around the world, millions of seniors face dementia. It's not just about forgetting names or misplacing keys. It's about losing the threads that hold life together. It can affect conversations, decision-making, independence, and even relationships. For many seniors, the idea of dementia feels frightening because it strikes at the heart of who they are. But the exciting news is that scientists are finding more and more evidence that food and drink can directly influence brain health. And green tea, something simple, affordable, and accessible, is emerging as a true champion. The science behind green tea is fascinating but easy to grasp. Green tea is rich in antioxidants, especially a group called catechins. One of the most powerful catechins is EGCG galate, which has been studied for its ability to protect brain cells from damage. Think of EGCG as a tiny shield, wrapping around neurons and defending them against stress and toxins. It reduces oxidative damage, slows down inflammation, and even helps new brain cells form connections. When seniors drink green tea regularly, they're giving their brains these shields day after day, reducing the chances of cognitive decline. Let's make this more relatable with a simple example. Imagine two seniors, Mr. Lim and Mrs. Sock. Every afternoon, Mr. Lim drinks soda with his lunch. It tastes good but adds sugar and no real nutrients. Mrs. Sock, on the other hand, brews herself a cup of green tea. Over time, the difference builds up. While Mr. Lim may experience more fatigue and forgetfulness, Mrs. Sock is giving her brain consistent protection through the catechins in green tea. Years later, that habit may mean clearer conversations, sharper memory, and more independence for Mrs. Sock. A tiny daily choice becomes a powerful safeguard. Green tea also contains a gentle amount of caffeine combined with an amino acid called L-theanine. This unique duo does something remarkable. It gives a steady boost of alertness without the jitters of coffee, while also creating calm focus. Seniors often describe it as feeling clear-headed or light. This is important because mental clarity is more than just memory. It's about feeling present, engaged, and capable in the moment. For seniors, that can mean enjoying a book without distraction, having smoother conversations with friends, or remembering details in daily life without as much effort. And let's not forget the emotional side of green tea. Dementia prevention isn't just about biology, it's about creating habits that feel good and can be maintained for years. Drinking tea has a soothing, ritual-like quality. For many seniors, sitting down with a cup of tea brings peace, comfort, and a sense of tradition. In Japan, where green tea is deeply woven into daily culture, dementia rates are noticeably lower compared to many Western countries. That's not a coincidence. It reflects how consistent, mindful consumption of protective foods and drinks makes a lasting difference. The beauty of green tea is that it's available everywhere and can be enjoyed in many ways. Some prefer it hot and calming, others iced and refreshing. It can be paired with meals or sipped alone in quiet moments. The flexibility makes it easy for seniors to include without feeling like they're making a sacrifice. And unlike expensive supplements or treatments, green tea is affordable and safe when enjoyed in moderation. That makes it a realistic, sustainable habit for seniors worldwide. At this point, it's important to see the bigger picture. Green tea isn't a miracle cure, but it is a powerful tool, a small daily action that can build into long-term protection. Every sip is a reminder that seniors aren't powerless against dementia. They can take steps, starting today, to shield their memory and preserve their independence. So, as we set the stage for the rest of this journey, picture the simple act of pouring hot water over green tea leaves. As the water turns a soothing shade of green, imagine it carrying tiny shields of protection directly to your brain. That cup represents hope, empowerment, and resilience. And in the next part, we'll explore the first key move: How seniors can build a daily green tea habit that maximizes its brain-boosting power. Now that we understand why green tea matters for brain health and how it acts as a shield against dementia, let's focus on the first key move, making green tea a daily habit. The real power of green tea doesn't come from drinking it once in a while. It comes from giving the brain steady daily doses of its protective compounds. Just like brushing your teeth protects against decay or walking daily strengthens your muscles, a consistent green tea routine builds a layer of defense around your memory. Why is this consistency so important? The brain is working nonstop processing memories, guiding emotions, managing focus even while we sleep. Each of these processes creates stress on brain cells, known as oxidative stress. If left unchecked, oxidative stress can damage neurons and speed up cognitive decline. Green tea's catechins, especially EGCG, act like a natural cleanup crew, reducing this stress before it causes harm. But here's the key. These benefits don't last forever in the body. Just as you wouldn't eat one apple and claim you've solved nutrition for the year, 1 cup of green tea is not enough. The brain needs repeated, consistent support. Let's imagine what this looks like in a senior's everyday life. Suppose a 65-year-old woman named Dara decides to add green tea into her routine. Every morning she brews herself a cup after breakfast. At first it feels like a small, almost insignificant change, but after a week, she notices she feels less sluggish in the mornings. After a month, she realizes she's remembering names at her community group more easily. After 6 months, her doctor tells her that her blood pressure is better and her overall energy is higher. All of these benefits began with one simple decision: to make green tea a consistent part of her day. Another benefit of consistency is emotional stability. Seniors often feel anxiety when they notice forgetfulness. Creeping in those senior moments can create a lot of fear about the future, but having a ritual like daily green tea provides reassurance. It's a reminder that they are actively doing something to care for their memory. Each cup becomes a small but powerful act of self-love. This emotional boost is just as important as the physical benefit, because hope and positivity help keep seniors motivated to stick with healthy habits. Of course, one challenge seniors face is remembering to keep up the habit itself. Ironically, the very thing they're trying to protect their memory can make consistency difficult. That's why it helps to anchor green tea to an existing routine. For example, drink it after brushing your teeth, with breakfast, or before an afternoon walk. Linking green tea to something you already do makes it much easier to remember. Over time, it becomes automatic. Instead of asking, "Did I drink my tea today?" the habit simply flows as part of daily life. It's also worth noting that green tea doesn't have to be boring. Seniors may worry that drinking the same thing every day could get repetitive, but there are many ways to enjoy it. Some days it can be hot and comforting, other days chilled with lemon for refreshment. Adding mint or ginger can create a fresh twist, while also bringing additional health benefits. By experimenting with flavors, seniors can keep the habit exciting while still gaining the brain-protecting benefits of the tea. For those who are sensitive to caffeine, consistency can still be achieved by choosing decaffeinated green tea. The catechins remain, so the protective power against dementia is still there. Another option is to drink tea earlier in the day, avoiding the late evening when caffeine could interfere with sleep. This flexibility ensures that everyone can build the routine in a way that fits their body and preferences. Consistency also works on a social level. In many cultures, tea time is a shared ritual. Seniors can invite friends or family to join them for a daily tea break. This not only reinforces the habit, but also strengthens social bonds, which themselves are protective against dementia. Social interaction stimulates the brain, challenges memory, and reduces isolation. Pairing green tea with conversation creates a double shield, both the chemical benefits of the tea and the mental exercise of connecting with others. The benefits of building this daily habit are not only immediate but also long-term. Short-term, seniors may notice better focus and calmer energy. Long-term, studies suggest that consistent tea drinkers have a significantly lower risk of developing dementia and Alzheimer's disease. That's because years of daily defense accumulate into stronger resilience against the brain changes that typically come with aging. Every cup builds toward a healthier tomorrow. To make this point even stronger, think of your brain as a house. Every day, wind, dust, and rain try to damage it. If you clean and repair the house daily, it remains strong and beautiful. But if you ignore it, the damage builds up until it's hard to fix. Green tea is like that daily maintenance, a way to sweep away the dust of oxidative stress and repair small damages before they become big problems. Seniors who choose daily green tea are choosing to protect their brain's house for the long term. As we prepare to move into the next section, remember this. The first key to using green tea as a dementia shield is consistency. A cup a day is not just a drink, it's a promise to your brain, but once the habit is in place, there's more to explore. In the next part, we'll look at the second key move, how green tea can be combined with other lifestyle choices, like nutrition and activity, to create an even stronger defense against dementia. We've now seen how consistency with green tea creates the foundation for protecting the brain. But let's take it one step further. The second key move in using green tea as a dementia shield is to combine it with other lifestyle choices that work in harmony with its benefits. When green tea is paired with good nutrition, physical activity, and mental stimulation, it becomes far more powerful. Instead of just a single shield, seniors create a layered defense system around their brain, keeping dementia at bay. Why does this combination matter so much? Think of dementia prevention like building a strong fortress. One wall may offer protection, but several walls together create lasting safety. Green tea provides one strong wall, but when seniors add exercise, balanced diet, and active social life, they are building a fortress that is very hard for dementia to break through. Science shows that dementia risk is influenced not by one factor alone, but by many. That means the best defense comes from weaving together multiple healthy habits. Let's look first at how green tea works with nutrition. Green tea already provides catechins and antioxidants, but pairing it with other brain-healthy foods amplifies the effect. For instance, enjoying green tea with a breakfast of oatmeal topped with berries delivers a double hit of antioxidants. Or, pairing tea with leafy greens at lunch improves the absorption of vitamins like K and E, which are essential for brain function. Even something as simple as sipping green tea with nuts, like walnuts or almonds, combines healthy fats with antioxidants, creating a stronger foundation for memory support. Next, let's bring in physical activity. Exercise improves blood flow to the brain, which means more oxygen and nutrients reach those vital cells. Drinking green tea before a walk or light workout can be especially effective. The caffeine and L-theanine provide a gentle energy boost and sharper focus, making activity more enjoyable. And the antioxidants in green tea help the body recover from physical stress. This creates a cycle. Green tea supports exercise, and exercise boosts brain health. Together, they form a powerful combination that keeps memory strong and the risk of dementia lower. We also need to talk about mental stimulation. Dementia is more likely to develop when the brain is underused. Seniors who stay mentally active through reading, puzzles, or learning new skills give their brains the workout they need to stay resilient. Now imagine pairing this mental activity with the calming clarity of green tea. A senior might sip tea while reading a new book, tackling a crossword, or even practicing a new hobby like painting or music. The gentle alertness that green tea provides helps the brain stay engaged longer and more effectively, making learning and remembering easier. To bring this idea alive, let's share a story. Meet Mr. Chinda, a 70-year-old retired teacher. After retiring, he noticed his memory wasn't as sharp as before. Instead of giving in to fear, he decided to build a daily routine. Each morning, he brewed a cup of green tea and took it with him on a short walk around his neighborhood. After the walk, he'd sit down with his tea to work on Sudoku puzzles. At lunch, he enjoyed his tea with a meal full of vegetables and fish. Over time, not only did his memory improve, but he also felt more energized and connected with his community. His simple routine of combining green tea with exercise, healthy meals, and brain games built a lifestyle that acted as his personal dementia shield. Science supports what Mr. Chenda experienced. Studies show that when seniors combine diet, activity, and mental engagement, the protective effects multiply. For example, research from Asia, where green tea consumption is high, has found lower rates of dementia in populations where tea drinking is paired with active social lives and traditional diets, rich in vegetables and fish. This shows us that it's not just one habit but the synergy of habits that makes the difference. Another important point is the role of stress reduction. Stress is one of the hidden enemies of brain health, as it releases hormones that damage memory over time. Green tea, with its calming L-theanine, naturally reduces stress. When combined with relaxing activities like gentle yoga, meditation, or even social tea gatherings, the effect is even greater. Seniors not only feel calmer in the moment, but also protect their long-term cognitive health. So, the second key move is about making green tea part of a broader lifestyle, one that nurtures the brain from every angle. Drink it with nutrient-rich foods, use it to fuel gentle exercise, pair it with mental challenges, and enjoy it in calming social settings. This multi-pronged approach creates a shield that is far stronger than green tea alone. As we prepare for the final part of our journey, keep this in mind: dementia is not fought with one habit, but with a lifestyle of protection. Green tea is the heart of this lifestyle, but the habits around it, nutrition, movement, mental activity, and stress relief are the supporting pillars. Together, they create hope, resilience, and independence for seniors. And in the final block, we'll explore the third key move: how seniors can embrace green tea as not just a habit or lifestyle, but as a symbol of hope and empowerment that inspires them to live with confidence and joy. We've talked about consistency, and we've seen how combining green tea with other lifestyle choices creates a stronger shield against dementia. Now we come to the third key move: embracing green tea as more than just a drink. It becomes a symbol of empowerment, hope, and independence for seniors. This final step is about shifting perspective. Instead of seeing tea as a routine beverage, seniors begin to see it as part of their identity, a daily reminder that they are actively protecting their future. Why is this symbolic role so important? Because dementia is not only a physical condition, it also creates deep emotional fears. Many seniors worry that memory loss will take away their independence, their relationships, and even their sense of self. But when they adopt green tea as a daily ritual, it becomes a form of reassurance. Each cup is like saying, I am fighting back. I am doing something to stay sharp. I still have control. This shift from fear to empowerment can transform how seniors experience aging. Instead of focusing on decline, they focus on strength. Think about the act of preparing green tea. It's not rushed or thoughtless. It begins with boiling water, then steeping the leaves, watching the water slowly turn a golden green. There's patience and mindfulness in the process. For seniors, this ritual can be grounding, a moment of peace in a busy or uncertain day. That moment of mindfulness doesn't just soothe the mind, it actually helps reduce stress, which itself protects brain health. By tying green tea to a calming daily practice, seniors are creating both a biological and emotional defense against dementia. This brings us to an inspiring point. Green tea can be shared. Seniors can make tea time a way to connect with loved ones. Imagine a grandmother sitting with her grandchildren, teaching them how to brew tea, passing down both tradition and health. Or friends gathering in the afternoon, replacing idle TV time with conversation over cups of tea. These moments do more than strengthen memory, they strengthen relationships, which are one of the strongest shields against dementia. Social bonds keep the brain active, engaged, and connected. Green tea becomes the centerpiece of these bonds, a symbol of togetherness and resilience. Let's take the story of Mrs. Sophia, age 74. She once feared dementia because her older sister had struggled with memory decline. Determined not to follow the same path, Sophia began drinking green tea daily. At first, it was just a routine, but over time, she invited her neighbors to join her in the afternoons. Soon, they had a small circle of friends gathering every day for tea, laughter, and conversation. The ritual not only sharpened her memory, but also brought her joy, purpose, and new friendships. For Sophia, tea became more than a drink. It was her symbol of independence and her shield of hope. Science reinforces what Sophia experienced. Researchers note that lifestyle rituals tied to emotional meaning are more likely to stick. Seniors who see their habits as purposeful are far more consistent. Green tea, because it is simple, pleasant, and calming, lends itself perfectly to this role. When it's tied to identity, I am someone who protects my memory with tea, it becomes less likely to be forgotten and more likely to create long-term impact. This psychological effect makes the physical benefits even stronger. Another powerful aspect of this third key move is how green tea inspires a broader sense of hope and resilience. Aging often comes with messages of limitation. You can't do this anymore. You're slowing down. But green tea tells a different story. It whispers, you still have power. Seniors realize that their health is not entirely out of their control. With each sip, they affirm their ability to shape their future. This mindset matters greatly, because hope itself fuels action. Seniors who believe they can make a difference are more likely to engage in other healthy habits, walking, eating well, staying socially active. In this way, green tea acts like a spark, igniting a whole lifestyle of wellness. Finally, let's bring this journey to an uplifting close. Dementia is a challenge that millions face, but it is not an unstoppable force. Seniors can protect their minds with choices made every day. Green tea is one of the simplest yet most powerful of those choices. First, consistency provides the daily nourishment the brain needs. Second, combining green tea with exercise, good food, and social connections multiplies its impact. And third, embracing green tea as a symbol of empowerment turns it into more than a habit. It becomes a declaration of strength, dignity, and independence. So picture this, a senior holding a warm cup of green tea in their hands. The steam rises gently, carrying with it centuries of tradition and healing. With each sip, they are not only enjoying a soothing drink, they are building a shield against dementia. They are reminding themselves that they are strong, capable, and full of life. They are choosing hope over fear, strength over decline. And that choice, repeated day after day, can make all the difference.